What's up, guys? So on this episode, we are not going to work on the hard body. I got to get the Blazer ready. I got to do a water pump on it. I got to prime that fender and the hood so we can get it up to Braxton. And then I've got a set of airlift helper bags that we're going to put on the Colorado. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, so what I'm doing, pretty self-explanatory. You got to get the fan clutch off. Harbor Freight makes a kit, but it doesn't come with the 38 millimeter that you need. I used an air hammer, put it on there, knocked it, it spun it off. I'm not going to bore you guys. Let me set that down. Bore you guys with this whole process because there's plenty of videos on YouTube that show you how to remove it. I'll just show you guys some of what I'm working on and then go from there. Just to kind of show what I've got going on. Water pump, there's 14 millimeter bolts on the sides. Got those undone. Got the heater return line. Got the other heater line or thermostat bypass line, whatever you want to call it. Lower radiator hose. I was trying to catch it. Yeah, didn't work out. I still made a mess. It's running all down the back of the truck, even with cardboard and two buckets underneath it to catch it. So I'm going to get this set back up. I'm going to try to get it where see where I'm knocking the water pump off to get it off, so we can all see a big mess. We'll see what happens. All right, so we got the new one back on. You saw where I got the old one off, and then I took and what did I do? Oh, I had to go get a serpentine belt. I took the other one and it crumbled in my hands in spots. So it worked out in my benefit to go ahead and do this. So the next thing up, I'm gonna get all these hoses reconnected as I'm getting way close. Get that hose. You got these two up here. Get the belt drive back on and get the serpentine belt on. Then we've got a evap sensor or purge valve I got to do on the back, and then we prime. All right, so we got it back together. I've already had it in running. Try to get all the air out of it. I went ahead and was going to do the purge valve canister solenoid something anyways. Apparently there's a difference in a 2-door and a 4-door. I got the 4-door one instead of a 2-door one. So I'll have to figure that one out at some point. But right now I am working, cleaning this up, sanding it down. It had a bunch of, as you can tell, I got a little heavy, but that was because that's where the clear coat was coming off. So I'm going to work on doing this some more and then go from there. As you guys were just seeing, let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. With the sander and the time lapse and all that stuff, all I'm doing is hitting it with 300 or 320. But these got, I don't know if you can see them, those little breaks, and that's all in the paint itself. And that's where all these heavy spots are at, is where it was the worst. I mean, you can kind of get an idea, but I'm gonna deal with it. Typical Chevy dent on the where the hood latch is, shoving it down or shoving your hand in it. So we're gonna tape it up, prime it. Alright, as you can see, I'm dusting it. It's a little windy. I don't want to go heavy. Obviously, ideally, it wouldn't be good to do it outside, but I'm running out of time. So I got to make do with what I got. Everybody's got their preference with stuff. I pick and choose. Sometimes I'll go heavy. Sometimes I hit multiple coats immediately. Sometimes I just do this. I hate painting or priming or spray painting, whatever you want to say, hoods. Hoods are like my nemesis. So we're probably going to get many coats on this as we can. Yeah. So Braxton left for the Army May of 2024, June. End of May, beginning of June. Anyways, left for that. The goal was to get this Blazer one color, get everything done to it that he wanted to get done to it. It is now February 8th. Yeah. I procrastinated just a little bit. Let me get this. Let's do this way. It's one color. Yes, the front bumper's still that plastic black color. He wanted to keep it that way. I can't argue with the kid on it. Jimmy conversion was initially part of the thing he wanted done. So we did a Jimmy conversion. It's all one color now. Well, kinda. The roof's not, but the roof's a different situation. So, the only other thing that we were going to do with this, I got my finger by the camera, sorry. I've got him in the garage. He wanted to do extreme side skirts and roll pan and the back piece, or the step shavers and everything. Let me show you guys. I've got them. That's them right there. Those two boxes, those are the actual side skirts. Those are the brackets for there. What I found out and why we didn't end up doing it. One, this side here was in a wreck at one point, and they've got a bunch of filler in there. So that's part of the issue there. The other issue is that the arches are separate. You got to have wider arches for it. So I wasn't going to do that. Braxton said don't worry about it. So we just rolled with it. And here we are. A Blazer, or a Jazer? A Blimmy. We'll go with the Blimmy. We got a Blimmy here. But yeah, so that's going to be it for tonight. We're going to put the Colorado up in the air. I say up in the air. We're going to get the back wheels off of it and work on the helper bags tomorrow. All right, so Sunday morning, we are going to get the, I know I said nothing about the hard body, but to push the hard body out, put it over here out of the way, so that way I can get the back of the Colorado in the garage so we can get the rear wheels off and get it all set up to get the helper bags on. So I'm trying to brave it and see how she does. She's not drove that truck yet, and it's got me a little scared-ish. She's not paying much attention. She's more used to the Maverick. We'll see how she does. She's getting good at it. Well, she didn't kill us, so there's always that. All right, so what I've already got the driver's side one done. Basically, all I'm doing comes with a big nut or bolt, screw, whatever you want to call it. Goes in the bottom through this. You put the bag on there. They are labeled. You got one that says right, one that says left. So we're gonna. I already did that. I put some thread locker on it just so it wouldn't back itself out. Basically, what we're doing now is, let's see, it's going like this. We're gonna take this plate. It's gonna sit on there. We got a nylon nut that's gonna go on. That's gonna go flat with it, and then we've got the fitting. So I'm gonna work on getting this other side together, and then I will show you everything done. So halfway through my putting this together, Bentley bailed out on me. He was deciding to go play. So basically all you got to do once you get the bag there, this plastic nut has to go on, and you got to make sure everything's perpendicular with each other, and then you put your 1/4 inch fitting in there. So let me go around to this other side. I've already, Jennifer was fighting with that nylon nut on the top of that for me because I was getting mad what she was doing. I went ahead and just kind of got this in there, got it set where it needs to be, just to get an idea. It's got the stuff to want you to drill through and do this, do that. I don't know if I'm going to do that or if I'm going to burn it in. So yeah, that's my next thing to do. All right, so we got this one in here. As you can see, you got the U-bolt that goes, you got to put this here. U-bolt goes over. You got two 14 millimeters, and then you just got to get this side kind of, well, as you can see, I'm kind of using the camera to kind of figure out stuff too. Basically, what it's calling for is you got to have on those. You got to pick 2 of those 5 holes, and you do a 5/16 hole in it, and you run some self-tappers through it at that point. I'm not a fan of that idea, so what I'm going to do, I've already done the other side. I'm going to scuff up both the frame and the mount, and I'm going to burn it in. I know earlier I said I didn't know which one I was going to do, but when I went looking for my drill bit, it was already gone. It was broke. So next best thing. At least this way it's permanent and you don't have to worry about it backing itself out. So I'm gonna get the camera set up and time lapse that. Let's give you a finished kind of look at it. You can see that the loom that runs down there, it's got it's there to protect the airline. As like I said, I burned it in. Let's walk around here to the other side. You can see I got the Schrader valves in. This side, because most people or most places, including airlift, say don't use this on the diesel, because when it goes into regen and starts burning everything off, it gets 1200 degrees or so in that range. But this kit, as you can see, it's got the, I already got the bag in there. There's the line. It came with a little bitty heat shield for the airline. Plus I've got loom on it all the way up. but it comes with, you can see that right there, a heat shield. I went ahead and got some titanium header wrap. Basically just covered where it goes from there, everywhere that it would be, putting off the most heat near this bag. What I can figure out, that's the biggest issue, is that they say don't do it because it'll melt the bag. Well, we're trying to make everything, do everything to prevent that. So I'm going to button up the last few things. That's going to be putting the wheels on, getting the Schrader valve. I got one that's straight, one that's kind of crooked. We're going to get that sorted out, get the wheels back on, and go from there. And she's pulling it out. So yeah, that's it. For this week's episode, it's a little different than what we normally are with the working on the hard body. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next episode.